Good evening. Good evening. We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We are live. We are live. Cherry popping time. Before we get started, this episode's brought to you in part by Tiffany Davis over at EW Smith Insurance in Wyandotte. If you need home, auto, life insurance, anything of the sort, so you're just looking for a quote, maybe a cheaper price, please give her a call at 734-284-4141. Again, that's 734-284-4141. Tiffany, we appreciate you and the EW Smith
big
family.
time.
We'll go ahead and give you a round of applause for that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Hey, let them know off the bench sent you.
Yes, 100%. Help yourself, help yourself. So basically, everyone's probably wondering, what the hell we're doing, why we're doing this, what do we plan on doing, and all that stuff. This whole episode will be to cover that. Get everything out of the way early so you guys know what we got going on. Start by, giving you a short introduction of everyone. If you don't know me, I go by Flip. I've been in the softball community since 2015. 2016 was my first tournament year. Since then, I've ran Dynasty. I've played for multiple teams. Most recently was Deeds. And this year, 2022, we're running Dynasty back. And G's not joining me, G.
Nope. Unfortunately, Flip, I won't be joining you. For those that don't know me, my name's Grant. I go by G, or it's your boy G, either one. Been around since about 2010. It's about the first time I played. Subbing back in the Thursday Night Canton League with Pete Juju, the Blazers. That was how I got my introduction into the softball world. Ever since then, it's been great. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with this. Put a little spin on the old softball game. Let's get to it. Rippy?
Go by Rippy. That's my last name. I ran Rebel Sports in 2021, Conference B team. We'll be running it back this year in 2022 as a Conference A team. So you can check us out there. Looking to add some insight and to help out the community as much as possible. Let's do this, boys.
I like it. So
100%.
today's episode is called Hot Soup. And, most people, you hear hot soup all the time on the softball field, right? It's where somebody hits the ball hard. Anything that you can yell hot soup at, you're going to yell hot soup at. The basis of this show, so every Tuesday, we'll come on here after a weekend of ball. We'll be doing things with special guests. We'll have a lot of interviews. We'll go over some of those later for, who all we got coming on here. We'll do a recap of the weekend. We'll break down each team and each team division winner for every tournament, whether it's USSSA or One Nation. We're not picking sides here. We're gonna do both. We're gonna showcase all of Michigan softball as much as we can, at least. We'll have clips of the week, so we'll be posting on Sunday or Monday for you guys to post your clip. Now, if you want to submit a clip, make sure that it is in horizontal mode when you stream and you send it in. Please send good quality videos. We will showcase you on here.
Only send your favorite one, too.
Yes.
Only send one.
We will post it up on here. We'll get you some free promotion, give you your shout out, give you your credit for either a good play or a good job. Whatever you may have done, you're going to get credit for right there, man. What else you think we're going to do here, Rip?
We have some amazing guests on.
Yes. Absolutely.
By what we're looking for when we're bringing on guests, it's not always just going to be our local, coaches, managers, sponsors, players. We're looking to make some splashes. We're going to bring some people on the national level, try to give our community as much as we possibly can, and just literally, this is all about a give back for us. Like we're trying to help y'all as much as possible.
Yeah, with that, so this past weekend, I don't want to say we use it as a kickoff, but it kind of was just to show kind of our direction with everything. All we were doing was broadcasting games, putting the spotlight on a Michigan team and another state at a world tournament. Throughout it, we've reached over 10,000 people. We had consistently over 150 viewers on every stream. At one point, we were even up to 325 people. And that's all part of you guys. You know,
That's
thanks
all.
to you guys.
Thanks to you guys. Yeah, definitely sharing it, telling everybody about it. We love it. We appreciate it.
And stuff like
we're gonna
that.
Try to live up to the hype.
Yeah, stuff like that is what we're trying to do. You know, we'll be doing some giveaways. We'll be doing some ways to give you guys back. You know, to where you guys get stuff for either a really good price or maybe even free if you're lucky. To join any giveaway, because this has been a big thing too. Make sure you like the actual stream, not the one that's shared. Like the actual stream, and at the end, if we do a giveaway, you will be automatically entered in to win, and you will be randomized for a number, and you will be able to get a free gift. Sorry about my child. She just loves me so much.
Hey.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can't turn daddy mode off, so.
Right.
I mean, I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, and with that, so that's for Tuesday. That's what Tuesday is going to be all about, and what we're focused on. Now Thursday, we're bringing out what we call King Seat. I can't remember who posted that name suggestion on the mitten, but if you're the one that posted it, message me. We'll make sure we give you a shout out on Thursday.
Big shout out, yeah.
That was a cool name, and it fit perfectly into what we're going to be doing. So Thursday is going to be obviously the follow up to Hot Soup that week. King Seat will be bracket predictions. We're currently in talks to possibly drop brackets live. So instead of having to, find the website or shoot me the link, we'll be able to post the link in our comment box on our page, and you'll be able to click it from there, and we'll actually drop it on here, and you can see who you're playing live.
Love it. Be like Selection Sunday for March Madness every single week.
Thursday.
Who would not love that? Who would not love that?
Well, hopefully, prayers to these directors that they give us the opportunity to do that.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And,
we can only hope. We can only hope.
So, I mean, we've all been chatting back and forth. I think so what you're going to get long term, it's going to turn into different types of shows on both Tuesday and Thursday. I think during the off season, you're going to get a different vibe, obviously, during the regular season. Regular season is going to be a lot more focused. Yeah, I mean, like we're talking about on Tuesday, it's going to be a lot more reviews. On Thursday, it's going to be a lot more previews.
Predictions, yep.
Off season, I think we're going to steer this into Tuesdays. We're going to try to be getting a lot more of a national style guest on. Bringing you guys some heat there. And then on Thursdays, with it being King Seat and more based on us, here in Metro, Detroit, and Toledo, we're going to try to get a lot more a local guest on and so on and so forth. Which leads into Flipper. Who we lean off here on Thursday is our first guest. I know we dropped it the other day. Let these folks know.
Yes, so this Thursday, we wanted to let you guys know over the weekend, to where you had something to be excited about. But I also didn't want to take away from this episode. But this Thursday, live and direct, will be your boy Jimmy Z, the One Nation director here in Michigan. We have we have a list of questions for him to answer, and I promise you now, you do not want to miss it. The questions you guys have, again, at the end of the day, we are members of the community as well, so we have the same questions or similar, and I promise you, the questions we have, he will answer, and you guys will be informed the way you want to be informed. The USSSA issue they got going on, what he plans on doing, what he's expecting, how's it going to be to fill Tony's shoes. Everything you can think of asking this man, we will be asking this man on Thursday. Give a round of applause for Jimmy Z there. Thank you, Jimmy, for being our first person to come on here.
And that leads me to how excited I am to be a part of doing this with you guys, because putting myself as a younger player back in the day, I would have loved to know who these people were back in the day when I was starting out playing or even like coming up. I didn't really get to see too much on a higher level, nationally with anything. So I'm very excited to as well see this, and I hope a lot of people can take the content and
for sure. I think that's where this is like, we're trying to bridge the gap.
Right.
Whether it's communication from our directors to our coaches and players, we're trying to cut down the the false narratives and ideas that people have out there, and cut down that BS and really try to get focused in and educate people on what is what. And I think Jimmy is going to do an amazing job at this job, and I think he's going to be an open book, and I think he's going to bring some straight fire Thursday for us on the show.
Yeah,
Same.
I agree. And not only that, speaking of Jimmy Z and how he's going to be our first guest, we've already got a few interviews lined up, and it's not even just us targeting the local scene. Please understand that, yes, the basis of our show is Michigan softball, the Murder Mitten page.
And we're going to do everything we can to promote Michigan softball.
The things like
no doubt
that.
about it.
But when it comes to touching the national fan base, Rippy, I'm pretty sure you got a couple things up your sleeve for us here.
I do. So starting, I'll make the announcement now if y'all are okay with this. Next Tuesday, the first Hot Soup guest will be our good friend Austin Daw. Austin is playing for Nitro Circus's major team. He's a pro player for Suncoast this upcoming season. He has his own signature bat coming out with Suncoast. That's actually dropped in December. So he's going to bring in some great knowledge. He's going to bring in some info that I think everyone's going to be looking for bats. Rumor has it with USSSA this upcoming Worlds, you're going to have to swing 240 bats. So I think that's going to be the direction to go, and I think he's going to be awesome to have on here. Great way to kick off, Michigan guy, so on and so forth. So let's go. Round of applause for our man Austin Daw.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Austin Daw.
He's also got a great gaming stream, Rookie Sports Gaming on Facebook. Check it
out. he is doing his job over there. He's putting in that work.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man. And you got a few more that we'll kind of touch base with, another time. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag just yet.
Some big names, some people of
should be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going after trying to get, and it's nothing against like regular everyday reps, but I think to fill that information, just like we're starting at the top with the state director here at Michigan, to get some of these guys that are high ups, bigger people at, for example, bat manufacturers, is going to help y'all out. It's going to, to explain what their new line is going to be for the upcoming season, why to swing, why to swing certain bats and so on and so forth. Who should be trying to swing certain bats? So to me, it's just going to just build and build and build. You know what I mean?
Trust me when I tell you guys, we are looking good coming up. And speaking of looking good, do you have rough hair right now like I do? Because I look pretty rough. But I know a guy that can clean you up. If you are in the market for a fresh haircut, you need to go see Matt Davis or somebody from his team over at First Impressions Barbershop, the home of Matty Ice. You can't go nowhere and get a Matty Ice fade other than First Impressions Barbershop. Check him out at 8441 Park Ave in Allen Park, Michigan. Tuesday through Friday hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with Saturday at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Phone number to contact him is 313-686-6288, or you can go to his website at firstimpressionsbarbershop.org and book an appointment. Folks, go get your shit fixed, man. Go see Matty Ice over there. That man does big things in the softball community.
So why I got a quick second here on that segue. Chat. I'm going to ask for a little, we're talking about having guests on, so on and so forth. Help us out here. I would love for everyone to throw in some names, both locally and nationally, you guys would like to try to see us have on the show here. If you just throw that in the chat right now, we'd love that interaction. But, hey, this is, end of the day, we want to do what y'all want. We want, whatever you want to see. So throw some names out there, throw some suggestions, and let us go from there. We'll go to work for you.
And so while you're on here, post who you want. I want to see some comments. Bring on some good ones. Some of the people you might be thinking of nationally, we probably already got.
Bring on Igor, Eric Gordon. My boy, what up, though?
Working on it, Jeff. Going to see Matty Ice this week, baby.
Ooh, Noto with the go see Big Frank. Bring Big Frank
Love you too, Floyd.
Big Frank.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Kevin Gordon wants AB on you. Want Antonio Brown?
Phillips, bro. Oh, I like that one.
I would like Kurt on here. Kurt has some good knowledge, man. You're a bear.
Big time.
You showing the people you're a bear?
Kurt helped me when I was a young lad.
Hey, he owns everybody in that league on Thursday, not just James Rippey. I don't know what he's talking about there. Kurt is the mayor of Downriver.
All right, so we got some
interesting comments in here.
Guys, we're trying to keep it softball, folks. That's what we do here. Sam L. Jackson. Oh my God.
For what it's worth, I don't have to get haircuts. Hey, hold
Igor,
on.
You need to pump the brakes, homie.
I don't have to get haircuts, maybe some dustings, but I have seen a lot of people in the softball community post their haircuts that they've gotten from Mad at First Impressions. If I were to get my haircuts,
bro, when I tell you
the place I'd go to.
This is the one thing I have
I'd make
to
the
say.
drive. I work in Royal Oak. Like, I'd make the drive out there. It's not that far.
Matt Davis is so good at what he does. He gave a bald man a full head of hair and a lineup to go with it. I promise you. There is a picture somewhere, but I promise you he's done that, and it is crazy. Well, I just read one. The Silverbacks manager.
Ooh, that's a great one.
That's a really good one. Get to know the Amish a little bit more. I'm down for that.
Those dudes are some ballers, and they're good dudes.
Yeah,
they get after it.
They're awesome.
I don't understand them a lot of times, man. Like I've been in games where I just don't understand what they're saying, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I just legit don't know what they're talking about. But they're usually whooping our butt by that time anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I think they speak. Is it Dutch? I mean, I could be wrong. Someone to help me out there. But yeah, I mean, those dudes. I mean, they get after it. Yeah, I mean, those dudes. I remember playing those guys back in 2020, and as a C team, they were just running through people. And to me, it does not surprise me at all that last year, they came on the scene and made some of the impressive runs they did. So, dude, the Silverbacks manager would definitely. I'd love to have that.
We
guy
had a battle with them in Midland, Super Friends. We did. It was fucking awesome. It was battle down to the wire. I think they ended up beating us by like 2. And dude, they were just whacking, and it was crazy to see and fun to be a part of. It's the best game I ever played against them.
They're crazy, man.
Played them a few times. They whooped us a few times, or my career, but that was by far the funnest game I had.
Best teams to look out for in 2022.
Ooh,
thank you. That's a good one. That's a good subject.
Pergola, I think that'll be a king seat, like a Thursday type of conversation, and I think we're definitely gonna be. I mean, I think we'll possibly be dropping some 2022 rosters on there as something we've thrown around ideas.
Drop bombs for the rosters
for teams to submit their stuff on, and I mean, once we start getting all that information, I mean, we get closer to the season. We even do a preseason, ranking, so on and so forth. Some predictions going on the season. I mean, just trying to have some fun here.
Flip, I have a little hot soup for you. Obviously, you have the whole rankings that we do in the Mitten page. Are we going to try to transition those to being on Thursday's show as well? Or are you just going to keep rolling that in the page? Or
so once the season rolls out, we actually are working on a system to where nobody can tell us how drunk we are when we do the rankings. With that being said, drop bombs one time for the committee. To clear up the rumor that I'm the only one that does these rankings, since I face all the backlash that comes with them, which I, clearly accept it. I do actually have a committee of people that we talk softball after tournaments, and leading up to the rankings being posted. Obviously, we throw some curveballs in there, but it's all in good fun. This year, we will try to keep it, a little bit accurate as far as, who's where and stuff like that, but you will see, again, some more curveballs. And a lot of times, too, man, with the bracket predictions, if we bring on a guest, we'll have them, give us their bracket predictions. Maybe even a director one time might give us their predictions on who they think is going to win, later on in the season when they get to see everybody.
Right.
For while we got everyone's attention still, again, to enter giveaways, and we're going to do one today. I didn't really plan on it, but, why not?
Hot soup.
Yeah, since we're here, why not, right?
I mean, we did hit 101. I saw
we did.
That, so
we hit 100 viewers.
When we get to 100,
So with that being said, again, if you have not liked the stream, like the actual stream. If you found it on a shared post or somebody shared it and you clicked it, make sure you go to our page and like the actual stream, and you will be entered on a list that we will do at the end of the show, live and direct, so you can see it, to win a free pair of batting gloves, courtesy of Joe Dorton. He has given us some gloves to give away. He has a few different sizes in here, so when we're all done, I'll have you shoot me your sizes, or whatever size you want for a pair of gloves, and I'll get those mailed out to you ASAP. So again, like the actual stream. Make sure you like it. Going forward, any giveaway we do, it will be based off who likes the stream. That's how we get our interactions high. If you guys like what we're doing and you see the vision that we see with this and how we can do it, we need your help, man. Obviously,
100%. We can't do it alone.
Us three can get on here and talk to each other all day long about anything. But in order for us to grow and to get bigger and to talk to people you want us to talk to, hopefully give out things that you want us to give out, to give the insights you want from certain people that, you may not get to talk to every day. Like, if I'm not mistaken, we do have a couple major players on the schedule to talk to. And we'll take questions from you guys, man. You can ask them, ways to improve or whatever you're needing. We need you guys to interact with the stream somehow. Like it, share it, comment it, like the page, turn notifications on. Get notified when we go live. And about being punctual, somebody said something about that.
Nate.
We got it. We got to do the stream is starting page, man. We got to play that nasty instrumental from Kidzo Productions.
You love the instrumentals,
You got to sit there and vibe to it before you can lock in to listen to us talk to you for 30, 45 minutes. You got to bang out to the beats, baby. That's just what it is. So
real quick, fellas.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off there, Flipper. Sarah Ogletree asked, what class of softball do y'all mainly talk about? Sarah, I think our goal is to talk about everything. I mean, we'll probably at times even talk about some heated matchups of some local league ball stuff, all the way through e-ball, all the way up to the conference stuff. And then even, like we said, we love to keep stuff local. You have the women's stuff. Plan on having trying to get some women's managers in here and having conversation. We're not trying to really, paint ourselves in a corner with just saying we're talking about, a specific level or men's or just women's. We wanted to give everyone some love. So, to answer your question, everything softball.
Exactly. That's the goal.
Trying to come off the bench.
As far as again, that's why we did the stream this weekend. Obviously, with us being from Michigan, the main focus point is going to be Michigan teams as far as what we're able to do, with the rankings and the bracket predictions and stuff like that. But, who knows? Maybe we'll get more involved on a bigger scale and we'll do some predictions of major tournaments and stuff like that, or, out-of-state tournaments. This past weekend, we actually ended up streaming a game by request for a North Carolina team. Two teams we weren't familiar with, but we went on there and commentated. We gave them something to watch. I think the biggest thing, as far as, the difference between what we're providing versus what you're going to watch on a normal basis is especially the scoreboard. The scoreboard is one of the biggest things in softball when you're watching a stream that you hate seeing commented 100 times. What's the score? What's the inning?
We needed it when you were gone.
I think we were one run off. I know. I noticed, man. I felt horrible. But the more we do it, you know what I mean? The better we're going to get at it, the smoother things are going to go. Again, this isn't a, $2 million production facility. We're doing this all remote from our own homes. Everything we do is right here. So we're going to make mistakes, and, we love feedback. If you have any feedback for any show, any episode, message the page. You can message us individually, and we'll look at it and go from there, man. We're all about 100%. Getting better. We want this thing to be something you guys look forward to every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You're going to get exactly what you want and how you want it. The questions you want answered from people, you will get answers to, man. It's going to be...
Hey, shout out to my boy Mikey Arcaraji in the chat. We are not on the same team. I'll give you a little rundown here. Flip is going to be running and coaching a D team, Dynasty. I'm going to be playing on Super Friends. We're in C. And then Rippy is going to be coaching what level, Rippy? A
team this year.
A team this year? Yeah, okay.
Yep, A conference.
A conference. So, We're all kind of in different. We're all kind of in different realms of the softball world as well, so we can kind of bring our own little content. My man Mikey Arkaraji wanted to kind of know if we were all on the same team.
And touch on like the whole, yes, well, all three of us are from Michigan. All three of us, I mean, I think somewhat ideas, our metro, somewhat, our state community. I mean, I think that stretches. I mean, we have a lot of friends and teams that play on the west side of the state, up north towards like,
Someone mentioned,
the Midland, Baylands, Saginaw area. I mean, there's a lot of love for, the northern Indiana fellas, and the Silverbacks in here. And I know, I mean,
Toledo
from last weekend, I think Northwest Ohio and Toledo is no different than, I mean, whether they like it or not, they're part of the the Michigan softball community. I mean, 100%. That's what I personally think. So I mean, I think our stretch of is more Great Lakes based. Yeah, I mean, regional based than just like Metro Detroit based. Yeah, I mean, and we're going to be bringing things in and try to bring as much information as we can for everybody. Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes it's going to somewhat lean to Metro Detroit, but that's not always going to be just necessarily our goal. We want to give everyone some love.
Oh yeah, speaking of, my boy Cat is wondering how we're going to stream tourney games when we're at them. Well, we all know we get 2, 3, 4, 5 hour breaks at times. Who knows?
Yeah,
laptops, phones.
So that's another thing too, and that's something good to bring up now while we're talking about games and stuff is as far as broadcasting games. So we're actually looking at doing, I believe it's the major tournament, Rippy, this coming weekend.
So it's an open, just like last weekend down in Myrtle was the E. There's a men's open this upcoming weekend down there, and there's some great competition. Our good buddy Joe Dorton's MPT team's going to be down there. Nice. Chromie will be represented very well with a very good team. I know the gentleman that sponsors the S&E team, he'll have a team in there. Chick-fil-A's AA team will be in it. True Sports.
He just said he
Daw is playing with Chromie there.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some good competition there. We're definitely going to go live, stream some games for that. I'll pull up the schedule, and we'll try to work something out and drop some little pre-times, and then we'll definitely have something on the page probably tomorrow, letting everyone know, hey, these are the games we're going to probably do this weekend and what times they're going to be.
Where'd you say that tournament was at?
It's also in Myrtle Beach, just like last weekend.
Dang, okay, nice.
So with that being said, let's drop bombs from Mr. Dorton, Mr. Chromie, and Mr. Daw for representing the state of Michigan at one of the highest levels you can. Those guys, I'm sure, will be on this show. Austin Daw, obviously, for sure is going to be on it. But it'll be a good way for some of you guys to get some insight from players that are local to you and guys you interact with, to give you some advice. And like we said, Thursday.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So on Thursday, again, we'll have Jimmy Z, the One Nation director, live and direct right here with us. The screen you see us talking on now will be a little different. We'll have a camera set up for Jimmy to come in here. We'll even maybe have to pull up some other stuff that we want to go over so you guys can see. And, just a quick little preview of maybe a question that we might be asking him or we might not. We might actually ask him, how does working with the U-Trip directors help the community?
That's key. That's key. Yeah. That's a key question.
I think a lot of guys want to know, obviously last year, and women, last year we faced the issue of every tournament you pretty much had to pick a side on where you wanted to play. So a lot of the competition would be at one tournament while a little bit of the competition as at the other and vice versa. This year, maybe things will change. Maybe Jimmy might even have more information on the USSSA side of things. I don't know. We won't know until Thursday at 8 p.m.
Well, no.
We won't know till Thursday at 8 p.m. Jimmy might be able to tell us a lot of things on there, man. He might even talk reclasses. If you already applied and got denied, he might answer you live why you were denied. He might tell you why you were approved or why so-and-so was approved. We don't know.
He might not also.
He might, but he might not. We don't know, man. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. And Thursday's going to be the kickoff of special guests. And again, that's just 1 week, dude. I can't even tell you guys the schedule that we got with who we got. It's absolutely crazy. And, next week we'll be bringing Austin Daw on. And this will be fresh off his weekend at that Open, so he'll be able to tell us about his experience there, what he thought the competition was like, how he did, how his team did, some things like that. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be sweet to look forward to as well. I know I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean?
Same. I'm looking forward to being able to watch him.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some of his games. I think he just commented he plays at 8 a.m.
For sure.
Early one.
So,
shoot,
I would love to throw some clips together also. I know we're talking about, his signature bat dropping. Yeah, maybe get some hot clips there, him whacking it. Yeah, I mean, put in that work. Also, little, appreciation. I know you've talked about this in the beginning of this flip. And was it like our necessary attention to be our somewhat kickoff? But yeah, I mean, hey, big shout out to the Phenom boys this past weekend.
Yeah, round of applause for them too while we at it. You know what I'm saying?
I had a great time having the opportunity to commentate on some of their games. I mean, do it with you fellas. Like it was a lot of fun. So appreciate those fellas. Big shout out, congrats to them. I know they end up coming up a little short. Yeah, I mean, but 7-2 is a great kickoff weekend.
It was fun to actually get to sit down and just watch some of their games from start to finish because like a lot of times I'm playing when they're playing, so I don't ever get to watch them. So it was very exciting for me.
Yeah, and that was a cool part, man. We weren't there. Because obviously we all know how tournaments go. Yeah, we all know how tournaments go and how chaotic it can be. You can't talk to your friends sometimes. You're too busy running back and forth to your own games to actually sit down and watch your boy play on this field or watch your girl play on that field. So it was cool to just sit down and actually have a lot of people in here watching it with us and interacting and talking about the game.
Yeah.
And
for me,
go ahead.
Also, it was also like, I mean, there's some of the kids on that team I've not had a chance to see, like G was saying, play. Like that Leffler kid, I mean, he stuck out to me last weekend for sure. He balled out. Yeah, I mean, hey, he's great kid, man. He messaged me also. Your flow bro, you called him in Reeves. I mean, those kids battled, man. I mean,
they did.
Tristan, their home run hitter. I mean, he was on fire for a minute. Yeah, I mean, I know that's not always an easy job to do, being the hitter. So, hey, shout out to those guys. Appreciate them.
Bombs for Phenom one time, man. Got some bombs for Phenom on here. I actually read that. I think it was Tristan. He batted like 800 for that tournament, dude.
Dang,
that's crazy.
Seems about right.
Yeah, that's good. That's
making a lot of outs.
Yeah, that's what you want out of guys like that, though, especially in your hitter spot, man. Whether you're hitting bombs or hitting gaps, as long as you're doing your job, man, you're just able to free swing.
Moving people across the diamond doesn't matter.
I think a lot of people don't realize how hard the job to be the DHH is. A lot of people think, I get to just get up there and free swing and hit home runs, and then they get put in that spot, and then the pitching's a little tougher. I mean, you're not just getting cookies. It's
right.
I mean, and on top of that, it's having a guy in that position that can work the count, take some walks, and then free up the rest of the team to get freebies and free swings is absolutely huge. So I don't think a lot of people get the pressure that it puts on a player. So for him to hit 800 in that big spot, that's huge.
Yeah, big time.
I definitely agree. I'm down to take a couple more questions from the chat, man. If you guys got any questions in regards to anything, the show, anything of relevance, you know what I'm saying?
My man Joey Dorton just said Rippy loved when I was the DHH. So back in 2018, we were a C team, and Joey came down to Mojo with us and was the designated home run hitter. And it was ridiculously cold. It was like,
was he playing B at the time?
Yeah, he was playing B with Rebel at the time and came with us. And so he was just a flat B player. We had to move available. So he comes down, and it is, 20, 30 mile an hour winds and probably about 15, 20 degrees outside. It was absolutely miserable. So these teams are, they're loading up for Dorton, stacking the whole pull side, and Joe just gets up and is just hitting like routine grounders over to the right side for base hit after base hit. I think I aged 5 years that tournament from old Joe. And he was, we laugh about it. He jokes about it like he just threw it in the chat. We joke about it now, but it was absolutely hilarious to talk about now. And a couple years ago, he was with us for One Nation and B Worlds, and it's the same concept except for the game was on the line. We could have mercied this team, and they stack everyone over. And I looked right at him, and he just started laughing. He knew what I was going to say. And he just hit a basic ass base hit over there to the right side, scored the guy with ease. We won the game. But it's just funny that
Not a lot of
we
guys can
laugh
do
about that shit. Oh, but I
we're
mean,
like
dude,
have
Joey's,
the mindset of like, hey, I'm gonna do that. It's good to see. It's good to
watching the growth of Joey. Like we played him last year in down in Evansville, Indiana, in the conference tournament. We ended up playing his major team, MPT, 3 times within 24 hours, and
I remember you telling me about that.
I bet you Doughton. I mean, he only made probably 1 or 2 outs, if that. I mean, his game has evolved so much as a complete hitter. Hats off to Joe.
Give him a round of applause, real quick, Joe.
That's my dude, but just for him to throw that out there makes me laugh talking about him as the DHH.
Yeah. I remember him smashing bombs on us all the time in Taylor. That was the Rosenau versus Diablo days.
For sure.
So I know we talked questions. So before I get to a question, shout out to Brandon Belton. Now, I was looking at that. He's obviously not from Michigan, but he's on here tuning in. So Brandon, I'll drop on for you real quick.
Brandon, appreciate you. RB Long Hair hashtag.
But then this guy just said, get Brandon Belton on here sometime. Conference pitcher from NC. Are they 2 different people, or if you're conference, how are you pitching E?
Jake, we chilling.
Am I losing here? But one of the questions we just got, I'll give my answer to it, and then I'll let these guys chime in. Is what's your thoughts on the DHH not hitting home runs when nobody is on? It really depends on what he does. You can't, it's kind of a broad question. So, in my opinion, if my hitter's up to the plate with nobody on, unless you get an absolute cookie to swing at, look for a walk. I won't be mad.
Try to get a walk. If not, let it fly.
Yeah, get on somehow.
Hit a line drive, I guess.
Yeah, it'll always be the goal to get on base. But if you can get a free walk and save that home run for the next guy when there's another guy on, or 2 guys on, or maybe even if someone accidentally hits an oopsie swing, you did your job. You take a walk, you did your job in my book. It's either a bomb or a walk, and you ain't in no trouble.
For me, if you look at that on the other side of things, if you're the opposing team, and anytime the designated home run hitter hits a single or double, in my book, that's a win. Like, you won that battle, because it's basically a free run. Every time they get up, they're swinging for freebies. Yep. So if they're not, it's got to be walk and then gap or go, in my opinion. So if they're missing and hitting doubles, and it's it's in the gap and they just missed it, hey, it is what it is. But more times than not, you either need them to take the walk and open that freebie up for the rest of the team, or they gotta do their job and hit a bomb.
Yep. I got clarification now. Belton was coaching his dad's team, so he wasn't playing in that tournament. But he is a conference. That's something we could do, man. I would love to do that.
Yeah, they do want him on here.
Yeah, again, the main thing is with guests, man, is we're not just focused on Michigan. If we can bring a spotlight to another state with a player that they look up to, the better for us, the better for them. They get to see somebody that they're familiar with. You guys get to see someone you don't get to talk to as much. That would be pretty sweet.
That's the ball of worlds.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I'm more than down for that.
Definitely. The more out-of-state interaction we can get, way better.
100%.
If I'm not mistaken, Brandon Belton played for which team was it? The team at the Sports Reach team out of Kentucky last year in AA. He's definitely a pitcher. He's a great ball player. So for sure, if that's who we're talking about, yeah, he's definitely a good ball player.
All right,
so Rippy,
I want you to do me a favor if you don't mind.
What you got?
While we're sitting here, I want you to send me the list of names of everyone who has liked this stream.
Ooh. All right, give me a hot second. I'll get after it.
Let's see if we got
giving away some gloves.
Let's see if we got some for him, man. I'm not giving them away. These are courtesy of Joe Dorton. Yeah. Again, drop bombs for Joe Dorton, man. Shout out to you. Again, we appreciate the support.
Juno/Spider, right?
Yeah, and that's another thing too. If anybody's watching that's, you got a company or you got a business or you got products you want out in the softball world, message us, man. We can help you get the promotion you want. This show is only gonna grow. That's what it is. I'm just reading now too is if you're starting a team, what position do you get first?
Do you start from?
Ooh, that's like some my GM stuff, man. Ooh, what position?
Rippy, you're the coach. You go first.
I don't think it's necessarily for me a position. I mean, the smart, easy answer to that is going to say pitcher, because that is who's going to control the game. But I don't necessarily think like that's always the easy answer, because there's a lot of guys out there making a lot of money hitting the softball. That I mean, I think
center field.
Mr. Riley is just absolutely whacking it, and he just got paid a boatload of money to play slow pitch softball, and all he does is hit a softball. So that's hard to say if I mean, he wouldn't be someone's high draft pick for what he's getting.
Sorry, I just saw something. Go ahead. Sorry, I got excited. Go ahead.
Who?
What so that, because I literally was brainstorming this at work, and Rip, I was gonna text you or call you about it because I thought about it. Tom Powder, the mystery man of Michigan that I'm pretty sure we exposed already, but obviously, people believe things, and maybe we were wrong, but maybe we were right. If Tom Powder tunes into this and Tom Powder wants to message me, I will 100% bring him on for an interview. And I'll make sure that it's a fair interview and he's actually given a fair shake on this show. I will not do anything to make you look as bad as you already have made yourself look. But if you are watching this, I would love for you to message me and to bring you onto this show. That would be dope.
That would be insane.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
For me, as far as building a team or what position I would look for, my main thing that I think of when I look at building a team is who can I build around. You can build around a pitcher, obviously. If you have a good pitcher that everyone likes, a lot of guys will want to play behind him. For another one for me is my middle infielder. If I get a middle infielder, I can piece my infield up around him. And your pitcher and middle infielder got to be able to trust each other. So a guy that people know can play middle, a pitcher might want to play with that guy because he knows he's going to be behind him when he needs him to be. And like G said, center field as well. So the middle of the field is where I'm wanting to build around.
And that's the old saying, build up the middle. Yeah, I mean, it's in multiple sports, whether you're talking football, baseball. Yeah, I mean, you got to have that. I mean, first and foremost, so the easy answer is always going to be the pitcher, but yeah, you need to be strong up the middle for any team that has got a glaring hole in one of those positions, whether it's your pitcher, middle guy, center fielder, shortstop. You're going to be exposed.
Field, baby. Two captain-like guys. You can build around them all. You build your whole team around two
Flip, I sent those on over to you, buddy.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at right now. So, folks, Mr. James has just sent me the list of people who liked this stream. As of right now, there are no more entries. We have the list. We are going to do this giveaway right here live. Suchi, the answer is no. Never in my life. Everything, I gotta say, I like to say it to people because it makes me feel better.
Yes, Tom can show up in the mask and a voice disguiser.
He could.
Any way to get him on.
I could absolutely.
Anything that makes him comfortable. Getting him on here, I'm so down for that.
Absolutely set it up that way because I would honestly love to hear what this guy has to say. Instead of creeping from the shadows, he can actually come on here and speak his mind.
That'd be awesome.
We're going to jump into the live giveaway. I know it'll never happen, man, and I hate that it'll happen. So as you can see, right here is a list of everyone who's tuned in and actually liked the stream.
Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah, shout out, drop bombs for the chat one time, you know what I'm saying? If you're not on this list, either you didn't follow the directions or you didn't like it in time. So what I'm going to do now is I got the list of people. I'm going to randomize this list. So everyone on here will get a random number. And as you see, there were 82 items. We only had 82 likes. So for Thursday, set that goal higher. Who knows? We might give away something bigger. We don't know. We might not give away anything at all. Yeah, we don't know what we're going to do, man. So there's 82 numbers here. I'm scrolling up and down. You might catch your number. Obviously, I'll announce it as soon as we're done. So there's 82. go to our random number generator buddy over here. The max number is 82, and we will generate one winner again for your choice of gloves. Just send, well, not your choice of gloves, but send me your size. I'll send you a pair of batting gloves. Again, courtesy of Joe Dorton. He's a Spiders rep. Feel free to contact Joe.
Appreciate you,
it
Joe.
looks like there's some Louisville Sluggers and some Evo Shields here. So you guys will definitely be getting something nice, man. We're going to go ahead and roll into the winner, and the number is 12. Lucky number 12 is Alex Gentile?
Alex Gentile, that's my guy.
Gentile, all right.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and give a round of applause for that man, Alex.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the dub.
Jenny.
Claim.
So, little rundown on Jenny real quick. We went to high school together. He was a great small Watson's league team, softball team on Wednesdays. Shout out to the Southline Hotel team. They beat us, the Money Shots, last year. But Jenny, I'll be seeing you soon. If you need me, I can probably just get these and bring them to you. So
yeah, we can work that out. I want to apologize for that little quick transition there. I did click the wrong button, so I do apologize.
Growing pains.
Yeah, you know, it happens, man, unfortunately.
Oh, yes.
You know, hopefully, I gotta click the wrong button again, man. See what I'm doing out here, bro? It's bad. I think it's about time I get some things fixed, you know what I'm saying? I think I need to take care of a couple things on my end. But again, you know, we're only gonna get better with this show, man. Things will get cleaner, things will get smoother. If anybody else out there needs to get something fixed, you should contact Remmer Construction. They do free estimates, anything as far as home improvement goes. You need a new roof, you need your siding done, anything you can think of that you need to get taken care of at your house. Call Remmer Construction. You can contact Nico Hurd. He is a sales consultant, and they do free estimates. They are located out of Flat Rock, and their address is 26144 Huron River Drive. You can call Nico at 313-468-5744 or their office at 734-795-6114. Go get your stuff fixed. I hope they can fix streams, man. I might have to have them come help me out.
Shout out to Nico and Bob Reamer. Great dudes.
Reamer.
Appreciate the support.
Yes,
sir.
100%.
Reamer Construction.
Mike Lero, New Jersey softball.
Yeah,
his life, 42 roofing. Yep. Hey, congrats on the Tourney win there, Mike.
Yeah, drop bombs for New Jersey there, man. They took the dub.
It's a great run.
Oh, yeah, it was a good run. That was, like I said, that was a fun tournament to watch, and that, like, Phenom was just, they came out like they were unstoppable, man. They the couple hiccups they had in games are the ones that cost them, and it's unfortunate, but obviously we know that it happens all the time, man. Nobody is perfect.
Inflicted.
Do what?
So a lot of it was self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Shot themselves in the foot quite a bit.
100%.
You know, situational hitting. I mean, for the most part, they played great D, but they had some errors in big spots. Let teams come back, put themselves in a bad spot. So, hey, but 7-2 is a great way to kick off the year.
Oh yeah,
I agree, man. So, like we said, man, check out the next episode is gonna be Thursday at 8 p.m. with special guest Jimmy Z. We'll drop bombs for Jimmy Z one time. The Michigan One Nation slow pitch director. He will be here to answer any questions you have, questions that we got for him, questions you guys want to know the answers to, and that is our job, is to bring those answers to you. And again, we'll have more guests following that. Again, we grow as you guys help us grow, man. We'll
have a little giveaway to do.
Yeah, well, we might have more giveaways, which I'm sure we will. Shout out to everyone who sponsors the stream. Shout out to the guys who donate for us to give away, man. Keep you guys entertained and keep you guys 100%. Here.
For
friends be friendly, can't do it without you guys.
Facts.
For sure. You know, for everyone out there that hasn't already, please like our page. You know, subscribe, do everything you need to do to get some notifications for when we go live. And last but not least, we appreciate you and I'm looking forward to the show on Thursday.
Yeah.
If everyone would send us some private messages and
oh, you cut out, Rip.
Yes, he did.
He froze up.
Usually that's me.
Yeah, that is you.
With that, I'll continue that message. Yeah, send us some DMs. You can inbox our Off the Bench team group page, or you can inbox us individually. Obviously, we're all friends with everybody here. or trying to become friends with everybody here. With that, boys, I'm excited to see you guys on Thursday.
Dial up. Sorry. Real quick before we do sign off, Sarah, One Nation is a sanction, I believe, mostly in the Midwest. I know they had a Worlds tournament last year in Florida, and I'm pretty sure they're going to try to expand. It's a great sanction. It's formerly known basically as GSL. The guys who run it are good. Maybe we can get them on here one time. You know, shout out to Rick and shout out to Cliff. Jimmy is actually the One Nation director here. We'll try to get those guys on at some point. Like they said, please like the page, follow the page, share the streams when you see them. Tune in every week. The content is only going to get better. This was an intro. We were just letting you guys know what we're doing. This is not even close to what we have up our sleeves. So, if you liked it, we'll see you on Thursday, 8 p.m. for our first episode of King Seat. See you later, folks.
See you next time.